I going too slow? Okay, come on in, girls and boys. Come with me, we're going in this way. Hey, if I'm lagging behind and causing people to slow down, push me. Okay? Hear me? I said if you see me lagging behind and causing a traffic jam, let me know and push me. All right?
Good afternoon. Good afternoon and welcome.
How are you?
Good afternoon. Fine. Good afternoon. Hello.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to the casino with that man. He's got two of them on him.
Which one?
Right in front of us.
Oh, he picked one up off the ground.
Oh, okay. Well, hey, it's touching. That's 12 hours. Good luck.
Good. So everyone enjoying the cruise?
Yes. Yep.
Lovely. And how's the ocean? Is it calm?
Yes.
Is it? Well, you see, modern cruise ships have stabilisers, so if it does get a bit rough, then they put the stabilisers on that helps keep it a little bit. But even it doesn't matter how big they are, they can still move around. So lovely. Great to see you this afternoon. Do you want to come round this way just a little bit more? So, who's been in the butterfly garden before? You have, you just said, didn't you? You've been with someone? Where?
There's one in our local zoo. They have it.
Where? Which is where?
The Franklin Park Zoo in Boston.
In Boston. Okay, so there you go. There's one in Boston. Busch Gardens. Where's that? Florida. Busch Gardens in Florida. Okay, so Florida alone has several butterfly exhibitions just in Florida. There's one in Key West. The University of Florida, the Annex, has a butterfly exhibition. There's another one just outside Fort Lauderdale called Butterfly World. And that is one of the main reasons why this is here, Butterfly World.
And the zoo.
Because my bosses, William and Karen, come from the same place as me, which is across the pond. And they saw Butterfly World many years ago. And William thought it would be a wizard idea to do one on St Maarten. He timed it extremely badly when he built this. This was just about coming to completion 20 years ago. It opened Christmas of 1994, which is the worst timing possible. This has been destroyed 4 times by hurricanes. If William had a crystal ball, I wouldn't be talking to you now. You'd be sitting in wasteland going, what are we doing here? This was smashed to pieces in 1995 by Lewis, 1996 by Bertha, 1998 by George, and 1999 by Lenny. They all smashed this to smithereens.
Oh.
They hadn't had a hurricane here since 1960 until Willie built this. So anyway, let's get on to happier themes. Butterflies, God's most beautiful creation. They all come in wonderful forms, all different shapes, sizes and colours, and in our garden we have butterflies from all over the world. They're all tropical butterflies, but the tropics isn't just here. The tropics can be half the world away from here, in Southeast Asia. Thailand, Vietnam, Philippines, similar climate to here, similar latitude, similar level. So geography lesson, North Pole, top of my head, South Pole, soles of my feet, belly button, equator. Let's go an inch up from the equator. There's St Maarten. Let's draw a line round to my back, and there's Southeast Asia. So we've got Asian butterflies in here as well. Now butterflies from England in here would not like it. It's too hot. So if I brought English butterflies here and released them, they'd all be going, oh my God, it's too hot. And they'd die very quickly. They'd be dead within just a few days. Most butterflies don't live long, however. Most butterflies live 3-4 weeks. That's about it. This chap here, which I'm going to show you, in fact it's not a chap, it's a girl. Now she's the largest moth in the world. And she's called the Atlas atticus moth. And she comes from the jungles of India and Indonesia and Malaysia. She's just sitting here because she's a moth. So when was she going to fly around? Yeah, night time. So that's the main difference between moth and butterfly. Nocturnal, butterfly's day flyer. They're very old moths. They've been around much longer than butterflies. This moth, the species, is 155 million years old. Wow. So they were flying around when dinosaurs were on Earth. There weren't any butterflies around then, they were just moths. Butterflies evolved when flowers started to appear on planet Earth, around about 50 million years ago. So some of them then started to evolve as a day-flying cousin of the moth. So that's the main difference. They've got a few physical differences. If you look at her, she's got feathery antennae, like little feathers. Butterflies have long, smooth antennae. And she's rather sweet. When I've finished talking, come and have a closer look at her. I'm being very gentle with her because I don't want to disturb her, because she's asleep at the moment. She's just resting there. There she is. Right, so, how do you breed a butterfly? Well, easy peasy lemon squeezy. Give the girls, because you are the most important of the two sexes, aren't you?
Yes, of course.
Ah, because girls have something boys don't have. And don't say brains, please. Oh, a girl said that to me a few weeks ago.
I just did.
No, it's got to do with the egg department. You've got the eggs, the boys don't. So you give the girls the plant. Ah, I said plant, they're that fussy. Every butterfly is looking for a particular plant to lay her eggs on. And they won't lay on any old plants. Like monarchs, you know about monarchs, don't you? They come up to see you every year, don't they? Well, the reason they come to see you is because all over the North American continent, in the summer, you have the magic host plant growing, which is what?
Milkweed.
Top of the class, madam.
Milkweed.
Milkweed, which is this. So this is milkweed, and you can see the monarch caterpillars on the milkweed. See them? Now there are many varieties of milkweed. This is just one. There are something like 35 to 40 different varieties. There they are. So this is a new cutting of milkweed. I cut it this morning, and then I transferred the old cutting. I took them off the old cutting from yesterday and put them on the new. So they've got nice fresh leaves to eat whenever they want. Now they're very happy little caterpillars because this is their host plant. But if I remove them from here, which I would never do, but if I was really horrible, if I took them off here and stuck them on this ficus tree, what's going to happen to them? They would all die, yes, because they would have no intention of eating ficus leaves. There, see? Now they're rather pretty, aren't they, monarchs? So, can you think of anything that would eat a caterpillar? Yes, birds. They're the #1 predator. So why do they show themselves off then? They're not hiding or doing anything to protect themselves, are they? They are. Why? How?
Because when they flap their wings, they have the spots on them, and the birds can't see something about seeing.
Right. Okay. I'll put you right on this right now, all of you. These guys are poisonous. So the colours are protecting them. So if you've got yellow and black stripes on you, all the birds recognise you and steer away from you. They've learned over millions of years. And it's like the monarch butterfly. It's very bold, orange and black with white dots on it. Very distinctive. So the birds recognise it immediately and leave it alone. Because they know it's very, very distasteful, and you're going to be chucking up if you eat a monarch butterfly. They eat milkweed leaves, which have a poison in them, which makes them poisonous. And then you get some butterflies that mimic the viceroy butterfly. It lives alongside the monarch, and it's dressed itself up to look very, very, very much like a monarch. So the birds ignore it. We can tell the difference because they're a little bit smaller, but they look virtually identical. Clever. Now the owl, he's delicious to eat, so he's going to hide. You see, he doesn't really want you to see him, so I'm going to take one off there. Well,
Oh, wow.
another one, let's put you there as well. So these are the owl caterpillars, and they come from the South American rainforest. See them?
Yeah.
And they like to eat banana leaves and 2 or 3 other related palms. These are quite young. These are around about 3 to 4 weeks old. So they're going to grow for about another 3 or 4 weeks. So they grow for about 8 weeks, these guys. And they get very large, I tell you. Because you see how he blends in? You see all caterpillars do is eat. It's like being on the cruise ship, isn't it? And I'm getting bigger every day, yes. Just like caterpillars do. But you can't shed your skin. These guys shed their skin every few days to make room for more eating. This is a lemon tree here. Swallowtails in the tropics lay on citrus. You've got a beautiful swallowtail up north called a black swallowtail. She lays her eggs. If you live outside Boston, you can't grow lemon trees, but you can grow herbs. So if you put parsley and dill and fennel in your garden, that's what your northern swallowtails go for. And we can help you here, by the way. You see, it looks like a bird dropping, doesn't it? See, that's what he's trying to look like. See, look, darling, looks like a bird pooping, doesn't it? Clever. Now, I'm going to give you all these before you leave, which are our business cards. And when you get home to your fine land, go to our gardening section on our website. So wherever you live in North America, click on your climatic region, and then we will give you an example of butterflies that live in your area, and most importantly the plants, the host plants that the females are searching to lay their eggs on. That is how you do it. You see, it's no good. See, a lot of people come to me and say, oh, I do lots for butterflies. So I say, oh good, I'm glad to hear that, tell me more. Oh well, I've got 6 butterfly bushes. And I look at them and I say, no you're not. I see lots of butterflies on my butterfly bushes, thank you very much. I say, I know you do, but you're not breeding them. They go to your butterfly bush to suck nectar. That's how butterflies get energy to fly. They go to the flowers to suck nectar, which is sugar water that flowers produce, along with the heat from the sun. And our butterfly bush is an excellent nectar source, but it's not a host plant. No butterflies lay eggs on it. You've got a friend, haven't you? I'll tell you what, this nice lady here's got something on her skin, haven't you? What have you put on your skin? Lotion. Your lotion, yeah, I knew you had something. This is a tree nymph from Vietnam. It's the friendliest butterfly in our garden. And if you've got the right smell about you, you can be actually covered in those. But it happens usually, I would say, maybe once or twice a week. We get the odd person who comes in here, the right chemicals, scent, pheromones mixed with aftershaves and ladies' perfumes and that, and they go all on people.
Oh, she got one too.
When the caterpillars become full grown, what does it turn into? Do you know, before it becomes a butterfly?
Chrysalis.
Who said that?
I did.
A chrysalis. Well, sir, you get a gold star, don't you? A chrysalis, correct, which is ancient Greek. Now, here's one here. That used to be a monarch caterpillar. So what it did, it attached itself to that leaf by spinning silk. It hung upside down, went into a J shape, and then a few hours after it had done that, its skin split from the back of its neck, it all comes off, and it's changed into that. The chrysalis, the 3rd stage. You can use the Latin word for this object, which is equally correct, and you could call that a pupa. It is not, however, another word which a lot of people use. Because a lot of people, when I ask them what this is, they say it's a cocoon. No, it's not. And I have lots of children come in here and use that word, and I say to them, who told you that word? My teacher. Well, go and tell your teacher that they're wrong. It's not. This is a cocoon. And this is the difference between a moth and a butterfly. You see, that one I just showed you just attached itself to the leaf by spinning a little bit of silk. What the moth caterpillar does is spin a lot more silk. And they use the leaf and they wrap silk all the way inside the leaf. So they make a cocoon. Then, once they've done that, they turn into the chrysalis, or the pupa, inside. So if you shake any of the cocoons, that's the chrysalis inside. The butterflies don't have this protection of the cocoon around, so they use, like the monarch there, has the gold twinkly band, which catches the sunlight and twinkles. So the birds, the alarm bells go off. They've been told by their mummies, you don't go near the shiny twinkly things. The ones that are edible will use very good camouflage. This looks like a curled leaf.
Yeah.
That looks like a bit of wood. So these would blend in and disappear and not draw attention. They don't want to be noticed as potential snack for feathery birds. Thank you very much. The owl, that takes on the appearance of a dead leaf here. So inside that object, inside every one of these objects, that magic takes place, that metamorphosis, that change. So the cell structures of the caterpillar reconstruct themselves into a butterfly, and that's going to take about 10 to 20 days. So every morning we get brand new butterflies being born. The first thing they do, unfurl their beautiful wings in the morning warmth. That's how they can come out of a small package. And then within 3 hours they can fly, adult, fully formed, male, female adults. We just said at the beginning about eggs, girls having eggs. Now, we do have some wrong in life, boys, because girls' eggs are useless without the male fertilising them. So, the male and female butterfly will come together. He dances around her, which is quite sweet. So he puts on a bit of a Fred Astaire act, you know. Oh, I wouldn't get the girl, I'm useless. And if she likes him, then they go into the trees and they connect their tails together. And then we have male and female. I think I saw a couple. Oh, yes, I did. There, above us. So these are swallowtails, scarlet swallowtails from the Philippines. Female is taking control, boyfriend upside down underneath her. She's stronger than him. If they're ever threatened whilst they're together, she says, hold on darling, we're going off. And she flies them away from danger. She can carry him easily. Now they will stay together for several hours, and some of them will mate for over 24 hours. What do you think about that then? That's fairly impressive. Very much the English tradition, of course. Isn't that right, English girls? No, seriously, the female has many, many eggs, and it will take a long time to get each and every one of those eggs fertilised. She only needs the old man once. As soon as he's finished with her, she tells him to sling his hook, disappear, I never want to see you ever again. She will now concentrate on looking for your gardens. So put the plants in your gardens for her, and she will hunt you down through her antenna. She can find you several miles away in your garden. As I say, our website is here. I'm going to make sure you get these so when you get home you can check it out. Also, you can go to the Monarch Watch Society on our website. Send them a stamped address envelope, which they'll love to receive from you, with a couple of dollars inside. And by return, you will receive a little package of free milkweed seeds.
Turned into a tree.
And they'll send you the pretty milkweed, the very nice one. In fact, it's this one which you will receive. And when you walk around the garden in a minute, have a look over there, you'll see it in the sunlight where they're blooming. They've got a lovely orange flower cluster, and they look very much like a lantana, but it's not, it's a milkweed. That's the one you're going to get. So what happens to the male when he's finished fertilising his girlfriend? He dies. He dies, doesn't he? Oh, no. He dies of a broken heart. He's been discarded, she's told him never to come back and darken my doorstep ever again, so he goes and hangs himself, doesn't he? No, he doesn't actually. He goes and cheers himself up by finding another girl.
Yeah, that's what I said. They move on.
So that is why you do not require so many males around the place. You girls are the most important sex, as I keep saying, because you have the eggs. We don't. You don't need so many boys. A male, not to put too fine a point on things, is quite capable of kissing and cuddling more than one female, isn't he? Just like the bull does in the field with the heifers, and the ram with the ewes, and the rooster with the hens. You don't have two roosters in the yard, do you? What would happen if you put two roosters in the yard?
Fight.
One's going to die. Yeah, you only need the odd male around the place. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed my little chat. I want you to enjoy our garden and explore and take photographs. It's a very hot afternoon, so please come and grab yourself a nice cold drink, get some water down your neck, and then have a nice rum punch maybe. We have a lovely little gift shop if you want to buy a little memento of your visit here. If you can't find anything to spend your money on, I can help. No, seriously, if you think we're doing a good thing here, if you've enjoyed my presentation, there are a couple of little boxes out there. If you feel like sticking anything in there, monetary-wise, we very, very much appreciate it. We really do. Okay? So thanks so much. Enjoy. Thank you.